All right, welcome, kings and queens. We're back in the palace, y'all, and we're talking the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode 3. I told you, I told you, I told you. I hate to say it, but this is the season. I think the girls have struck gold this season. I think they're out for blood, and let me tell you why I think it. I think they're all fake. I think they're all fake, and I think they're all focusing on each other, honey, to keep their tea from coming to the forefront, to keep their front yard, their front porch from being swept around. They're all on the same level. But if I can keep the audience focused on you, and you, then my shit won't come out. Y'all, it's this season is going to be so good that I'm just listen, we got to talk about it. And for season 9, episode 3, I'm gonna focus on Mia. Just a little bit on Mia. Well, I'm gonna talk about Mia. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Mia. I'm gonna focus on Kiara because there was something that happened with Kiara in episode 3 that made me scratch my head. And I thought I was tripping. I was like, nah, you're tripping. You're looking too closely. You're over examining things. And then boom, episode 4 is about to come. And I was like, boom, you know what? I got to start trusting my instinct. I want to talk about it with y'all. I don't want to get ahead of myself. What are your thoughts on episode 3? Are y'all not picking up that something ain't right with all of these women? I'm going to say this. Jazelle may be the healthiest one on the season so far. We're only 3 episodes in. So I'm going to say so far. Let's talk about it. For those of you who are just tuned in or if you're new to the channel, welcome to the palace. I am Queen Sheba. I cover a variety of hot topics specific to reality television, but most importantly, I hone in on the psychological and the behavioral traits of the Black experience.
Subscribe now.
Okay, I'm all over the place with this episode because I was gathering a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and then I try to formulate my thoughts. But let me start off by saying what this is what came to my mind. Okay, so Kiara is dating this guy, right? I don't even remember his name. But when they showed him, okay, when they put that man on the camera, keep it real in the chat. Let's go. What was the first thing you thought? Be honest. The first thing I thought is, what's the story? What's the story with Kiara's boyfriend? I'm needing to know. That's the first thing that I thought. Because for me, what came across my brain, my mind was, it's giving a safe pick. How'd you end up with that man? And what's the story behind that? Because I don't know. Well, I kind of know what I want to say, but I told myself I'm not going to go in too hard. But I lied. I'm going to go in hard. Let me tell you what it's given. Let me tell you what it's given. But first of all, what was it given to you? Let me tell you what it's given. You timed out, Kiara. I think Kiara's a beautiful girl. She looks just like her mama, don't she? She looks just like her mom. They showed a scene of her and her mom. Child, they are twins, two beautiful women. See, a lot of times when women are strikingly gorgeous, you have to be careful not to waste too much time in your youth. Not to waste too much time while you're young being a city girl running the streets because the good boys, they're going to go ahead and get married. And time was not on her side. So when I saw that man, it gave safe pick. It gave safe. So you had to take what was left because you was busy being a city girl. And by the time you decided to settle down, them boys was gone. Now, I don't know this to be true, y'all. I'm just saying this is what I came up with because it's just the math ain't mathing. The match ain't matching. The man ain't manning for a younger girl, a younger lady, Kiana's age. I'm like, now how you get from here to here? This ain't adding up to me. And listen, this ain't my first rodeo. So I'ma say, Kiana, honey, I know what happened. The parking meter expired. Your time ran out. You had a good old time in them streets. But at the end of the day, They wandered away. They wandered away one by one, one by one, one by one. And so now you end up with this man that's way older than you with 3 kids that has way more life experience than you, and you think it's unfair. You think it's unfair. Listen, we're gonna talk about it, but I'm gonna try to save a little bit of it for episode 4. So that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw Kiara on the screen with that man. I thought, what is you doing? And what is going on here? Because it's giving safe pick. Like this was the last of the Mohicans, and girl, I had to take what I got. And this is what I got. But deep down inside, I kinda want to flex on him, but I can't. I kind of want to flex on him, but I can't. Because I wasted a lot of time. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about Stacy. Ooh, I'm gonna talk about Stacy. Okay. I'm gonna talk about Mia and Jacqueline. Everybody else is gonna be a touch and go, baby. It's gonna be like when you're doing your perm, we just gonna touch up the roots and keep it moving. Okay. Let me just do a touch and go on Karen. Karen, liar, liar, pants on fire. Listen, girl, you did not have to lie to kick it. If you were not going to go to Giselle's event, you should have said that. You should have been clear. You should have been upfront. Um, because I feel like, and I said it the last time, you started unnecessary drama. And I get it. It's cute for television time, but you really put the ladies in a pickle. You didn't have to. So do better, Karen. You too old for that foolishness. You ain't got a jockey for a position. You in your own lane because of your age, because of your tenure, because of your beauty, because of your class and your sophistication. Stop playing silly games. Stop playing silly games. So, anywho, I'm gonna say this season so far, episode 3, I believe Jazelle may be the only one with some damn sense on this show. Now, let me tell you why I say that. Yes, Giselle could have done things differently when it came to how she ushered them up out of that charity event. Yes, yes, yes. It's not what you say, but how you what? How you say it. But listen, I get it. I get it. I get her point. Don't play with me when it comes to my father's memory. Kieran's playing. Kieran is dancing and doing the funky two step for some television time. This lady is really trying to put on a charity in honor and in memory of her father because she. So what happened is she didn't have time for the bullshit, to be honest with you. So that's why she showed up a little bit stronger than she should have or needed to. But grace is sufficient because she made it right. That's why I say, come on, Giselle. She made it right. She went to the other women and she apologized one by one or two by two. Okay. She apologized to the ladies and she was a grown woman about it. She didn't skate around it. She put it out there on the table. She basically said, I messed up. My grievance is not with you, it's with Karen. I took it out on you and I would like to apologize. This has nothing to do with you. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Okay. She did take out her frustrations on the other ladies when it should have been directed to Karen. She said she realized that when she got home. Hell, some of us, it take us 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, 6, 7, 8. Hey, 5, 6, 7, 8. And even when we do, and even when we can, we still won't say we're sorry. So I'm liking Giselle. I never have not liked Giselle. Let me keep it honest. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I like Giselle and I am liking Giselle. And I'm liking how she's showing up differently this year. Okay. See, black women can get along. They chalked it up and they moved on with nobody holding no grudge and still trying to find a reason to be mad. Everybody accepted her apology and I loved it. Okay. Wendy, Wendy, I cannot with you or your mama. Y'all, I just can't. I've tried many times. I've tried from the left to the front, to the right to the side, back, forth and forth. I am not a Wendy fan. I'm trying and I have tried. It's just something about Wendy that I cannot connect with. And I hesitate to say why because I know a lot of you are rah rah hoo hoo for Wendy and I just can't. And her mother, Lord gosh, her mama just too much. Mama trying to get some TV time too now. Needless to say, I've tried many years to like Wendy. Wendy just does not come across as very genuine to me since day one. And to be honest, listen, y'all not ready for my level of directness. Y'all are not ready for the level of conversations that I like to have. And I may just have to save this one for what they call kitchen table talk. Or should I just put it out there? Can we be adults about this? Can we be mature about this? I'm going to tell you what I picked up on. But can you keep an open mind? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying what my intuition or what I believe my intuition is picking up on. And that doesn't make me right. But let me tell you what keeps coming up for me, if you're okay with it. I don't think Wendy is comfortable with her darker skin. I don't think Wendy is comfortable with her Nigerian features. I don't think Wendy is comfortable at all. Wendy has changed herself so much. And don't tell me about the rest of them where they have too. I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking about Wendy. Wendy has changed herself so much. She's overly produced. She's overly made up to me. It's too much for me. And I'm going to go with that. I ain't going to go no deeper because I don't want to. Because some things you should just keep to yourself. But I don't believe Wendy has found a place where she's actually comfortable in her skin amongst this group of women. We cannot blame the other women. They have nothing to do with it. This is on Wendy. And I may share my true thoughts and go a little bit deeper at another time. But let's move on. Let's move on. Now, listen, I want to talk about, let's go to Mia and Ink really quick. I also want to focus on Mia's relationship with Jacqueline, and then Jacqueline's relationship with her man, and then Mia and Jacqueline. It's some weird ass shit going on with Mia and Jacqueline. Let me tell you what it's given. Are they secret girlfriends? Because they have this dynamic that's just not dynamicing. They have this dynamic that's just kind of weird to me. Like they pass each other around. It's giving freaks of the industry. I'm for real, y'all. It is just something about Mia and Jacqueline that just don't sit right as a woman. I'm like, it's something off. The behavior, it almost seems natural, but you'll miss it if you blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. You'll miss it if you blink. Uh-uh. Something ain't right. So I ask because I don't know, but I know what is given. Freaks of the industry. So the first thing I'm like, are they secret girlfriends? Or do they pass each other around? Because it's just something about y'all that I can't put my finger on. It's giving a handoff, like a 4x1 relay, honey. And that scene in that Airbnb was cringy to me. It felt forced and something was off with them pretending to all be couples. It was off. If you grown and if you are accustomed to being around couples, and I'm not talking about you've dated somebody here and there, you may have taken somebody. I'm talking about if you've been, you know what I'm talking about. You know what it's supposed to look like. You know what it's supposed to feel like. Something's off. That's all I'm going to say. It felt forced. Jacqueline then turned around on her green screen and said that Ink tried to holler at her. Listen, I told you. We're going to get to the bottom of this because did not Jacqueline allegedly have an affair with Gordon? And then vice versa, something happened to Mia that was devastating with one of Jacqueline's men. It's something here, y'all, and it's right in front of us, and it's hidden in plain sight, and it's weird. But I'm gonna start paying a little bit more attention to these two, okay? But didn't Jacqueline have a fling with Gordon or something like that? So Patrick is Jacqueline's ex-boyfriend for 14 years, but they've never been married and they have children together and they're trying to healthily co-parent, child. And then Jacqueline low key told Mia in front of Ink that Patrick has a large penis. I'm sorry, this is giving hoes. This is giving hoes, freaks of the industry. Uh, What y'all got going on? What do you think the real deal is between Mia and Jacqueline? I want to hear y'all's thoughts. All right, listen, thanks for hanging in here with me. I did not mean to go this long on the Real Housewives of Potomac, but it's good to me. I'm seeing, I'm hearing, I'm picking up shit that I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh. But listen, I want to focus on Stacy. Stacy, Stacy, Stacy. That's the new girl. Sh Listen, the one that's married to the German man, but got a whole boyfriend on the show. Mia, let me tell you something about these women, loosey gooseys. These are a bunch of loosey gooseys, okay? Because Mia also has a whole husband and a whole boyfriend on the show. Ashley is still married, but talk about bumping and grinding. So y'all, are y'all just pausing to see the loosey gooseys? Okay. But listen, hold on. So we got Ashley, we got Mia, and we got Stacy. But let me get back to Stacy. That's the new lady. Stacy, 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 Stacy. Grab a seat. Somebody go get Stacy for me cuz I need to put her up on game. Cuz listen, this little white girl act that you playing and all of this and all that, baby, listen, I'm gonna need you to sit down and put your feet together and exude some of that black girl magic because I watched that gym scene a few times. I rewound, I watched again and again and again and again. And I do not think that man is that into you. Y'all, this is not a diss. This is just the way I speak and the way I talk. I'm sorry, Stacy. You are a beautiful woman. There is no way you should be showing up like this on camera behind a man when you were indeed still very much married. Okay. Still very much married and a mother of one. I need you to shape up. I need you to sharpen up. I need you to carry this better than what you've been carrying it. I don't think that man is that into you. Now, hear me well, Stacy. Listen, what do y'all think? Did you watch the show? Did you see the engagement and the interaction between her and her quote unquote air tag, hashtag friend in the gym? See, a man can still have honor, reverence, and respect for you and still be kind of sweet on you. You get what I'm saying? And he may, a man can still say, I want to preserve this moment that we have. And I want to wait for you until you are not married and still have chemistry with you on camera and still have chemistry with you and a little bit of flirtiness in the gym. Girl, I didn't see not an bit, not an ounce of it, not 1 ounce of it. There did it just didn't seem to be any chemistry. And not from the aspect of him not wanting to sleep with her. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying. So cuz here's what Stacy's telling us, the viewing audience. He doesn't want to sleep with me or he doesn't want to sleep with any woman until he's married. Okay, I can get with that. That ain't no problem. I can get with that. And I can also get with him wanting you to be divorced first, okay? Finally, we got somebody with some damn sense. I can get with all that. But I'm going to tell you what I'm not getting with is that this man is sweet on you. I did not pick up 1 ounce of him being sweet on you. As a matter of fact, if you go back and watch, his body language says otherwise. Okay? His body language says otherwise. Let me tell you what his body language is saying. That you chasing him. You're pursuing him. But hold up. Hold up. So I don't think him avoiding you has anything to do with him wanting to wait until he's married. And maybe it does. But the man is letting you down easy, in my opinion. He's letting you down easy. I think you're a beautiful lady. I think that's undeniable. But I hate to see you throw yourself at the man. I do. I don't think he's interested. He showed not 1 ounce of affection in that gym. And let me tell you something about affection. I understand fornication. I understand wanting to wait to get to married, to get wait until you're married. But affection is not fornication. You get what I'm saying? A a, a gaze a gaze into the eyes is not fornication. A tender touch on your hand or your shoulder is not fornication. That man ain't feeling you like that. Now I don't know why you would bring. But you know what? That's why you shouldn't be dating while you're married. Let me tell you why. Because you can't see. You are blind and you have blind spots and you can't see it. And you're not supposed to see it because you married. You know what? Let me move on. Let me move on because I'm not about to preach to no. Mm-mm. So listen. Listen, hold on. I know. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. See, last week I told you there are some black women that enjoy being the only one in white circles. They've been idolized, called beautiful. Oh my God, you're drop dead gorgeous. You're this, you're that. And then when you come back over here to this side, it's hard out here for a pimp. You may not get chose because there's plenty of beautiful women over here. You get what I'm saying? It's plenty to choose from over here on the black side. On the black side. So your stock may not be as high over here as it is over there, which is why a lot of listen, I think I'm ahead of my time on this one, which is why a lot of women enjoy being the only one over there because they get all of the attention. Listen, let me stop. Let me stop. But Stacy came back over here and now she wants this nice little black man and he's not interested. He's not. And Ray Charles can see that. Now, I think he gave you a decent excuse, but I don't think he's interested. But I also understand that some women have a hard time and can't deal with rejection and can't believe that as beautiful as they are, that not every man wants them. Well, that's the case, in my opinion. He's talking, and then she kind of said, he said, "How's your divorce going? How's everything?" She kind of got a little agitated, understandably. You would too if you're trying to court a man and he's talking about your problems. Let me tell you why he brought up your divorce. Peep game, okay? He's talking about your divorce like he do with any of his other homies. See, he's treating you like a homeboy. He's talking about your divorce just like he would with any one of his other homeboys. You're literally begging this man to bang you on camera. And the man said, "Listen, I'm not going to sleep with you. I don't want you going out like that." You are begging this man to bang you on national television. Nah. Mm-mm. Y'all, let's talk about it. Let's take this to the chat because what the hell is happening on my television screen? I'm baffled. I clutched my pearls. I crossed my legs 1,000 times. I could not believe what I was seeing and or hearing. The man is literally having to teach you chastity, to teach you how to carry yourself as a woman. Follow his lead. Tone it down a bit. Let him hunt. Let him be the chaser. That's all I got for that. Now, I'm going to say this real quick before I log off. It's time for Ashely to go. I'm sorry. I tried to hang in there for you, Ashely. You had a few cringe moments last season, but I thought, not yet, not yet. Seeing you this season, season 9, it's time for Ashely to go. She's worn out her welcome. She refuses to grow up. She's too damn old to be that messy. I'm sorry, she has not evolved. And you know what? It wasn't evident until we start putting more women in the room. You take Candace out of the equation, you start taking these younger girls out of the equation and putting some women in there. You start to see, wait a minute, you are childish. You are immature. Beautiful girl, but absolutely no substance. Tacky, her immaturity is obvious around this group of women. Um, Always in somebody else's business, with the exception of her own. Girl, bye. It is time for Ashely to go. I never thought I would say it, but I'm saying it today. Ashely, I no longer think it's a good fit for her. What are your thoughts? Let's take it to the chat. Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 3.